I took a year to try and recover. I had shin splints, and that was a tough year mentally, really. But I got better eventually, and then I started playing full time. And I played full time for 5 years or so. I reached 238 in the world in singles, 201, I think, 201 or 202 in doubles.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I, gave it a good go, 5 years.
Absolutely.
And yeah, and then I just once I decided to retire from the professional game, I just fell into coaching, I suppose. It was kind of the natural thing for me to do. So I started coaching, and I've been coaching ever since, but during my coaching kind of career, then I started coaching. I suppose all I had known really was high performance tennis. So I started coaching high performance players. These would be kids who'd be playing in tournaments, wanting to possibly go to the States on a scholarship, or kids who were possibly wanting to turn pro.
Yeah.
And I then through, it was probably about 8 years ago now, I got the Fed Cup captaincy, which is, I was the non-playing captain of the Fed Cup team, which is, for the listeners, it's the ladies equivalent of the Davis Cup. So I was managing players, the Irish team. We'd go abroad and play and, compete against other countries. So that was a great experience for me, working with these players who were really putting a lot of effort and time, and, just really investing everything into their tennis. And I did that for 6 years. And then it came to the time where I stepped down from that. And around the same time, I was also, well, actually just before during the first few years of Fed Cup captaincy, I was starting to really get into yoga and meditation, and I wanted to possibly pursue that as a career. So that's when I did my training, in yoga and meditation, and just so then it just came to a point where I was really enjoying that kind of work. I started, teaching yoga and meditation, and I just really started enjoying that work. So then I stepped down from the Fed Cup captaincy, and I still do some coaching here in Ireland. I run a tennis academy with my husband. My husband's a tennis coach as well. So I still do a bit of, but I've stepped away from the high performance on court stuff. I still help people who want help with their mental game, if they want it through, to work on it through, I get people sometimes just looking for ways to help them with their mental game through meditation.
Okay.
So and just in the last 2 years, in the last year, the lockdown is kind of making it feel like a big long time, but I created the yoga. I've created 2 online courses, yoga for tennis, and another. So that's all about yoga and trying to just help players mind their bodies and their mind through yoga.
Okay.
And then the meditation, I have a meditation course called Be Present, Compete, which I created as well. So I think, we'll probably talk a little bit about that as we go along. But that's kind of me in a nutshell.
Brilliant. That's a great introduction there, Yvonne. Thank you. So mentioning those programs there, how did you go about even, creating those programs and developing the programs then?
So, well, I suppose, first of all, as a player, if